Mating failure. This is critical. Inside the sealed brood cell, mating must occur before emergence. In African colonies, many female offspring never successfully mate. They don't mate, they cannot reproduce later. They exit sterile. This breaks the population chain. Offspring mortality. In many cases, most offspring die before maturity. Development is disrupted, whether due to brood, environment, grooming before capping, or subtle colony level factors. The result is the same: the lower viable reproductive output. Role of grooming in African honeybees. African honeybees groom aggressively. They remove the mites from the adult bees. They damage the mite legs and their bodies. They interrupt the phoretic stages before the mites enter the brood. That reduces the number of mites even before they get to the reproduction stage. But here's the key. It's not just removal. It's suppression of the reproductive process. And that's what changes the long-term population curve of the Varroa mite in African honeybees. So here's why this matters to commercial honeybee keepers. Varroa population growth is exponential. If you slow the population growth even slightly, you shift the entire infestation time. Instead of explosive growth, you get a manageable pressure. That means fewer emergency treatments, lower viral loads, more stable colonies. African honeybees aren't immune to Varroa mites. They just prevent the mite from reproducing effectively. And that's a completely different strategy from constant chemical rotation. Now, of course, we can't teach European bees how to groom like an African honeybee. We don't have that sort of time on our hands. Evolution took care of that for us, and there's nothing we can do about it. However, what we are interested in, or I'm interested in hearing about from commercial beekeepers in the US, is if you've noticed a difference in your honeybees' resistance along certain genetic lines. Are some colonies holding their own for longer before treatments become necessary? Yes, I'd like to know. Post your comments, subscribe, put your state. We'd like to know what state you're from. If you're in pollination, what states do you operate in? Let's start a discussion.